Good to see you guys back. Thank you so much. I love you. You know this. Oh my goodness. We have a new story that just started yesterday that's just knocking me out the park, you guys. I couldn't even sleep last night. I should have went ahead and went live because I was so damn triggered by it. I couldn't sleep anyway. But instead of going live, I posted as a story and I shouldn't have. I should have just went live with it. Even if it's for a little bit, kind of gets it off my chest, if you know what I mean. So, here we go. Let's go over the story. It's four little boys, and one of them is dead, a 9-year old. This is horrible. Four little boys living in an apartment by themselves. The mother and father has abandoned them, and the 15-year-old has called the authorities and said, my 9-year-old brother has been dead for over a year, and he's still here in the apartment right next to me. You know what? I am just so triggered by this. I can't believe it. Because, for one, can you imagine? I can't even imagine this little guy. He's 15 years old, you guys. He's still a little kid. He's still a little kid. 15 years old. How can you be in that apartment over a year with a little 9-year-old brother dead next to you? What kind of PTSD does this little guy got? Well, he's got major PTSD. The little 15-year-old. And I'll tell you why I know that. Because he was going around the neighborhood asking for handouts because he's hungry. He's a hungry little man, and he's got the little siblings at home. I'm sure he wanted to take them back something. But here's where the PTSD comes in. This child has been affected by this greatly because when he asked the neighbors, could you give me a little bit of food? He would tell them, make sure it's sealed. A 15-year-old told the neighbors, while he's starving and his little brothers are starving, could you give me a handout, but make sure it's sealed? What kind of PTSD is this, you guys? He was afraid they were going to poison him. Now that leads back to the little 9-year-old. How did he die? Did the 15-year-old think the little 9-year-old was poisoned? What put this in his head that he wanted his food sealed? Oh, I'm not sure yet, you guys. Lot more to this case, though. So let's listen to this little clip and see what you guys think.
Yeah, really no other way to describe this than straight out of a horror movie. I spoke with two neighbors here at this apartment complex where it all happened. They tell me that they've been feeding that 15-year-old boy for up to 6 months. Now, while they knew something was off, they never imagined he would be living with two young brothers and a dead body. A living nightmare inside this apartment. 3 young boys left abandoned in squalid conditions with their dead brother slowly decomposing. The Harris County Sheriff's Office says the 15-year-old boy called police on Sunday, saying his 9-year-old brother had been dead for a year in their apartment. And the mom hasn't been back in months.
I first seen him, he was sleeping in the slide over here.
Erica Chapman also lives at City Park 2 at West Oaks Apartments. She says she started feeding the 15-year-old boy 6 months ago.
I noticed his mom a few times would come and park, and he'd run down and grab like oodles and noodles, chips and drinks and run back up.
But it wasn't enough. He was starving.
He would not eat anything that you made. You had to buy it. Like it had to be a salad that was closed from the store or a pizza. Fruits, it had to still be in a bag.
Another neighbor, Trevor Thompson, who doesn't want us showing his face, also started feeding the 15-year-old about a week ago.
And one day he came down and knocked on my door and asked could I charge his phone. So I charged the phone. So from there I built a bond with him.
He says the apartment had no electricity and he saw the mother come and go, so started to offer him food. Thompson also describes him as paranoid. He was worried about getting poisoned.
But he wouldn't take cooked food. He would take fruits and snacks.
Both Thompson and Chapman didn't know the deep, twisted secrets and horror the 15-year-old was living with. Not only did he not tell them about the dead body, but his two young brothers, 10 and 7 years old, who deputies say were also living in that apartment.
Because I asked him, did you like the first piece of that I bought you? He said, what, the first one that we had? And that kind of made me wonder, why would he say we?
Why do you think he didn't tell people he had these brothers?
After finding out what happened yesterday, I think he was more nervous and scared. Hey, are they going to blame me for this? Are my parents going to punish me for this?
And the Harris County Sheriff's Office tells me those 3 young boys were taken to the hospital because they were malnourished and they did have some injuries. As far as the mother goes, police were able to find her and her boyfriend. They were brought in for questioning, but at this point tonight, no charges have been filed. Live in Southwest Harris County, I'm Brooke Taylor, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
Oh my goodness, you guys. I just want to say hi to everybody. Hi, Moody. Hi, Blanca. Good you're here. Hi, Crime Fighter. Come on in. Let's talk about it. It's driving me crazy. Okay? Totally pissed. Can't believe it. This is horrendous. This is really horrendous, you guys. These 4 little guys has been living there for, I think, over a year. And it hasn't said exactly how long it's been yet, but I know it's been over a year because the 9-year-old's been dead over a year. Some things that I see about this case is, why is that 15-year-old got that PTSD like he does? Hi, Angela. And I'm thinking it's because when that 9-year-old died, did the 15-year-old think that he got poisoned? Because what put it in his head that somebody's going to poison him too? Or did he get told somewhere, don't eat food that's opened? I don't know. Let's bring Blanca up here for a minute. Hi, Blanca. Hello. Let's read your comment here. I think mom abandoned them, and when she was interviewed, she probably told authorities that their father is supposed to live with them. Exactly. You know what? I was thinking that too. I was thinking either the mother said the father has the parental rights to these kids, or the mother said, I haven't had parental rights to them since they were little. I've lost them a long time ago. Something is going on. And the reasoning behind that is over a year, nobody investigated, nobody knew anything. And here's the second part of this. I know, poor babies, honey, poor babies. See if I can bring you guys up. No, it won't let me. Here's the deal. Over a year, these little boys were abandoned in an apartment over a year by themselves. No electricity, you guys. There's no electricity. And guess what else? There's nothing of. There's no furniture in there. That place has nothing. Not a stick of furniture and no electricity. 4 little boys. Okay? In the dark all the time. There's no electricity there. I'm not talking daytime. I'm talking at night. Plus, how do they survive? Where is their water? Where is their food? And how are they storing it? How are they heating it? How are they drinking it? There's no electricity. How are they surviving? And who in the hell puts 4 little boys in an apartment and doesn't pay for any utilities? Let's just put them in a room somewhere. Makes no sense to me. Which leads me back to mom and dad. And yeah, you're right. When she was interviewed, she probably told them, hey, the father is supposed to be taking care of them. But let me tell you a little something about mom and dad here. They only live 15 minutes away. Didn't know that, huh? They only live 15 minutes away. Why are your boys in this apartment and you're in a house 15 minutes away? What is going on here? Most of the time, and this is horrible too, but when people abandon children like this, they don't do it in this way. They don't set them up in an apartment and then take off somewhere. Usually they just take off. So what's going on? 15 minutes away. Hi, Angela. Not taking care of your kids. Not caring about them at all. Yes, you're not. Because the 9-year-old died. And what did that 9-year-old die of? What did that 9-year-old die of? Okay, a 9-year-old is not a little baby that can drown in a bathtub. No, this 9-year-old died of something serious, either malnutrition, maybe. That's a maybe. I have other ideas of what this little 9-year-old could have died by, and I think you guys too, because it's not a baby. And he made it to 9 years old, is what I'm thinking. I'm sure it wasn't a good life. Hmm. And again, is that what's giving this 15-year-old this PTSD, that he does not want to eat or drink anything that's given to him that's been opened? 15 years old? Crime fire. They treated them worse than dogs. Yes, I have seen animals treated a lot better than this. This is ridiculous. How can you treat little boys? They're so innocent. How could you treat them less than dogs? I mean, they treated them worse than dogs, worse than animals. I would not leave my dog somewhere like that and not know that it had, warmth and food and water. I wouldn't leave my dog like that. And that's how they've left these kids. So you're wondering, and I'm wondering too, what's mom got to say? She lives 15 minutes away, and I'm almost sure she lives 15 minutes away with a boyfriend. Okay, I'm speculating you guys have not heard that. But I don't think she's living 15 minutes away with their real dad. I really don't. I don't know for sure, but it's all not passing the smell test, and you know it. So they picked up mom and dad, questioned them last night, and let them go. So I'm sure there's going to be an arrest made, and hopefully it's today. I don't know how long it's going to take them to get that warrant in effect. See, they have to go get the warrant first, and that takes a day or two. It shouldn't take over 2 days with this one. Uh-oh, here we go. We got information. Blanca, I live in Houston. She's with boyfriend. You know what? I knew it. I knew it. And that's where she is probably saying that the dad had the parental rights to these kids or custody of them. She's put it off on somebody, but you can't put it off on somebody forever. You're still mom. It's going to be somebody that's going to be arrested for this. Like I said, the warrant is taking time. I think CPS are picking the boys up or have picked the boys up already. But I know CPS is taking these other boys in, the 3 that was left. I know CPS has already taken them out of that. You know. But you live 15 minutes away. Your kids are starving in an apartment and they're probably cold or hot. I mean, they've been there a year with no electricity. What the hell is the matter with you? I don't know. But like I said, I'm sure the warrant is in effect. It's coming and it's on its way. They have to draw some conclusions, go to a judge, get this warrant wrote up, and before they can come back and arrest anyone. So I'm sure LE last night was just trying to get their ducks in a row. I'd be surprised if somebody doesn't get arrested today or tomorrow. It shouldn't take longer than that to get that warrant ready and available. Yeah, that's right, honey. Blanca says it's hot and humid in Houston. How awful. And let me tell you something else. It's horrible. And the humidity has helped the stench. Let me tell you. In the summertime, when this little 9-year-old was dying, yeah, when he died, the stench was overwhelming in those apartments. They had several neighbors complain to the apartment manager saying, "This smell is atrocious. What can we do?" And even one of the neighbors said he had to turn his central off. He couldn't take it because he said it was just pumping that stuff in his apartment. And he said the smell was so bad. You guys, this is a neighbor. This is not even somebody living in this apartment where these boys are. How far down was this guy that the stench was so bad that he reported it? Oh my God. And these little guys were there. They're in that apartment. It's, oh boy, it just pisses me off. I can't believe this. How could you do these little kids like this? It's just not right. And it's your own babies. I would be killing for my own babies, I'll tell you right now. Let's see what Crime Fighter says. It was super cold back in January. Oh yeah, they went through torment. These babies has went through torment. The heat in the summer, the cold in the winter, no electricity. It's horrible. These little guys have just been tormented this whole time. It's horrible. Mm-hmm. Blanca's right. Yes, but just had summer. And I think the summer, I'm not sure when this little child passed. I'm not sure when the 9-year-old died. But I'm thinking it was horrible for a while. I'm sure the stench was horrible for a while. And nobody reported that to anybody other than the apartment manager. I'm thinking I would have been on the phone to the authorities and going, hey, I might look crazy right now, but I'm smelling something that smells like it's decomposing. The authorities would have been there, I'm almost sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Blanca, I'm thinking, yeah, you had a hard freeze. It could have very easily been that. So I think what Crime Fighter is saying is he thinks that this baby passed when it was super cold. And then the summer just kind of spread the stench everywhere, and plus all the yuck that these boys were going through. But not one damn person in that apartment complex reported this stench to the authorities. Hi, Mano. How you doing, Mano? Good to see you. Good to see you. How on earth these parents were let out perplexes me. What the hell? What is going on? How were they let out? They came out with some kind of lie. I'm sure they came out with something. It's like Blanca said, they probably said the father has the parental rights, or grandma was supposed to be watching them. I'm sure they said somebody was supposed to be watching them, but not them. Not them. They are the mom and dad, or the mom and the boyfriend are not wanting to take the blame for this. They're going, we weren't supposed to be watching them. Now, if mom and dad did give them that story, there was a neighbor that said he seen mom drop food off. That oldest one, she didn't even go in the apartment. He said he never seen her go in the apartment, but he said that she would run outside. I mean, the boy, the 15-year-old boy, he's the only one that would come out. I bet they made those other ones stay in there, not be seen. But the 15-year-old boy would run out to mom's car, and she would give him some top ramens and stuff like that. But she wasn't supplying him with enough food. Now, if she's going to claim that she didn't know anything, that's going to come back on her. They're going to know. They're going to know that mom knew the whole time. Okay? Even if somebody else was supposed to have the parental rights on these boys, mom did know what was going on. She knew because she's bringing food and dropping it off to this oldest one. So that shows she knew what was going on. She knew they needed food. Otherwise, she wouldn't be pulling up every now and then, and who knows how long in between now and then was. We don't know how long it was. She was dropping off once a month, once a week. How often was she dropping food off? It wasn't enough. It was not enough because these little guys were starving to death. They were emaciated, all of them, even the 15-year-old. And I noticed another thing when the 15-year-old went to the neighbor and said, can I charge my phone? And the neighbor said, yes, I think this guy kept him alive. When he went and said, I'm going to get to you in a minute, Ella, because I love this. I would have noticed child missing, not playing outside with other kids. Yep, that's right. But I noticed when the 15-year-old went to the man and said, can I charge my phone? The man asked him, are you going somewhere? And the 15-year-old said, probably. Probably. So the 15-year-old, when he went to charge that phone, already had it in his mind, I'm going to call the cops. I'm about done with this. Maybe he's thinking, and maybe this is horrible to say, but maybe this little 15-year-old was about to lose another one because he's already lost that 9-year-old, and he's seen that happen. He's seen it happen. And so the 15-year-old is in panic mode. He doesn't want to see one of the other ones go, so he calls the cops. That's just in my opinion. It could be something else totally. Something else might have scared the 15-year-old into going, I've got to do something. Maybe he was hurting himself. Maybe he hurt because he wasn't eating. Maybe he had pain from something going on in that house too. Maybe it's not just he's trying to save the other ones, but I really think that he was probably trying to save the other ones. Maybe mom hadn't come to drop the food as often as she used to, and the neighbors aren't coming up with as much, and this little guy doesn't know what to do. He's got a dead brother in his apartment, you guys. He's 15. He doesn't know what to do. And maybe that was the push to call law enforcement. I'm not sure what the push was. You know, and also them not anyone knowing they were there. That could have been mom and boyfriend or whoever the guardian was supposed to be could have told them, don't let them go outside, because if you let them go outside, the the cops are going to take you guys, or a bad person might get them. We don't know what they were told or why the 15-year-old never told anybody. Oh, yes, I don't know why the 15-year-old never told anybody, hey, I've got brothers in here too. But somebody was keeping him quiet. Yeah, Blanca, you're right. This case is so sad. And little Sammy Olson. Samuel Olson, what a doll baby. And his stepmother killed him. What a disgusting biatch. For reals, I'm just going to go there because here we go. I get triggered and my mouth goes. He's another one there in Houston, and he was a beauty. He was a beauty. And that happened to him too. And what's so sad about him is he really did fall through the cracks too, because his father was involved with him for a while. His mother had lost him to the father, and the father had left him with this girlfriend, and she killed him. She killed little Samuel Olson. So he fell through the cracks too. He sure did. That was horrible. So I'm wondering what happened. What happened, you guys? What do you guys think? Why do you guys think this little 15-year-old, after a year of this torment, decided to call the cops? After a year. Why do you guys think it took this little 15-year-old so long? What broke? Because something broke for him. Like I said, I think he was seeing another one going downhill. Mm-hmm. I think he was seeing another one. Yes. Yes, Mental. You're right. Yeah, the girlfriend that lost her own kids. Yeah, she's the one that killed little Sammy Olson. She had lost her own kids. That's true. You know what? I can't believe that I don't remember her name because I did that story. But I remember that story was horrendous because did you see the mother come on after and she's broken and dying and just going, I can't believe this happened to my little Sammy? That just killed me. Mhm. That just killed me. Unbelievable. What system? Blanca? I'm sorry. I'm talking to her without her putting her question up. What system? I'm feeling like there's not a system in place for these little guys. Too many of them are falling through the cracks and too many of them are dying. What is the damn system that's supposed to save them? Because it's not. And I can't totally blame it on the system. Yes, Mental Mac, you're right. They were probably freezing and starving. He obviously had no electric to charge his phone. Well, I heard that there was no electricity on in that house. And I also heard that there was no beds, no furniture, no nothing. in there. The little bitty one, isn't he 7? What the hell? No bed, no nothing for any of these little guys? Just oh no. I'm getting ready to go on a rant. I feel it. I better just I'm trying to keep it under wraps. Mental knows I can do this. I can go off. It's a little early, you guys. Probably if I had a little more coffee, I'd already be there. But it pisses me off. These little innocent children. We've got to do something. We got to band together on these little guys. If you hear something, if you smell something, damn, call LE. It's better to look stupid. It would be better to look stupid than to not report this. Anybody could have saved these guys by just reporting the stench alone. But you know what it is? They don't want to get involved, and a lot of them doesn't have any faith in themselves. Like, am I smelling a decomposing body, or am I smelling somebody's animal that they've thrown out, or it's died, or am I smell? It's hard for people. That's a stench, though. I think I'd know what it was. Kind of like when Casey Anthony's mom opened the trunk of the car. She knew what it was. Remember Casey Anthony's mom when she opened that trunk? It smells like a damn dead body in there. That's what she said, and she was right. Because there had been a dead body in that car, and we all know it. We know Casey Anthony did that. Anyway, yeah, I think I would know what it smelled like. And so what we've got to do is, as a whole, band together. If you smell something, report it. If you see the little skinny kid, don't just feed him and send him home. Tell somebody about him. Please. Tell somebody. If you've got a little kid coming up to you and they're super hungry, talk to them. What about your family, little guy? How are you doing? Do you got any brothers or sisters? What do you need today? And if he's very skinny, hey, call LE. Call him. Get involved. I know you don't want to. Nobody wants to get involved. But it might save one of these little guys. You know what you like, you little booger here. You gonna get me going. Let it all out, potty mouth. I'm the same. I just can't help myself. You should have seen me last night. I was beyond pissed. There was a tirade. F words. I couldn't stop. And yeah, I finally had to stop myself a little bit there. Because I have a habit of running amok when I see this kind of shit. It just pisses me off. Same with the damn laundry's lawyer. What a piece of crap. I can't believe him. They're all pieces of crap. I say what I feel. These parents, I'm going to go with pieces of crap for real. Because you knew. Don't tell me mom didn't know. She's dropping off some damn top ramens to 4 little bitty guys trying to fend for themselves. Yeah, she knew. Oh, yeah, that biatch knew. She sure did. Somebody's going to get arrested, though. It's coming down the wire. The only thing that's taken time is this damn search warrant or this arrest warrant. But the warrants are coming. They're going to go flying up in here, them warrants. Oh, yes, they are. And we're going to be happy to see them. Shoot. I'll catch them like 8x10s and post them as a family pic. I love warrants. I do. Because it's going to help these little guys. There's going to be help for other children come from this. And it's horrible. I say it's horrible. I hate to say it. But you know what? There's going to be people that is going to help other little children from going through this kind of shit. Because they're going to see this. And I'll do it. You guys do it with me. Come on. Let's all do it together. You see a little skinny one that's hungry. If he comes up to you and he's starving, talk to him. I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to say, little guy, how are you doing? How can I help you? What do you need? Where's your parents? Do you have brothers and sisters? Where are you staying at? Shit, I sound like I'm interrogating. I will say it nicely, people. I will ask them nicely, yes. Are you a mom? Yes, I am. I'm a mama bear. Put anything you want on there. Mama bear, mama lion. I'll tell you what. I'd kill for mine. And then I'd die for them too. Because they're my heart. They are my heart. So what we got to do is we see these little kids. Come on, you guys. We see these little kids. You see them. You see them once in a while. You know what? They're almost invisible because there's so many of them anymore. But if you see one, please. I'm calling it a kitty interrogation, but it's not. It's just asking them questions and being involved and wanting to care about them. Okay, they're not yours, but you know what? They are yours. These four little boys are ours because I feel heartbreak. I felt it last night and I'm freaking still feeling it. I sure am. These are all our babies, you guys. Summer Wells included. Sammy Olson. Hell yeah, they're all ours. So if you see one out there, remember this. Four little boys, one 9-year-old dead. If you see a little skinny kid, oh, I don't care if he asks you for a little bit of change. What I had one ask me at the store the other day. Oh, okay. Let's see. Now let me ask you this. What would you do if your kid came home? And hi Ken, welcome. I should have said welcome first, honey. I'm sorry. Kid came home and said he murdered his girlfriend. Well, how old is my kid? Not that that matters. But two, I ain't sending him to no damn swamp. How's that? Because I'll tell you what, facing the music would have kept that man alive. Yeah, it's a hard one. I've had a lot of mothers come on here and say, hey, I wouldn't do the responsible thing. I would just send him to the swamp. It didn't work too good for the laundries. If nothing, we should learn lessons from these people it's not working for. It didn't work for them. There's a lesson in the making right there. They sent Brian to the swamp, and here we are, not even having a funeral for him. You know why? Because somebody would probably tear his little monument down. So would I have turned him in? So would I have turned him in? Oh, let me see. Let me think about it. I got my boys. I got my Dave and I got my Jason. You know what? Yeah. You're going to have to face it. It's on you. You did it. I don't know. You guys, this is a hard situation. That was a hard situation. You know how I feel about Roberta Laundrie. I think everybody knows. She was between a rock and a hard place, and she got her an attorney that sent her to hell and took her money, played her like a fiddle, gave her the best advice ever. I'm going to talk to, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to get you up here. I'm going to talk to Ken here just a minute. Tough question. When they might face the death penalty, what did the actions that you do to my boys? What did the actions that you do require? Requires punishment. What is the punishment? We wouldn't know that. We wouldn't know the punishment. We don't have death penalty here, but you know what? There's a lot of other states that do. The scenario that you're painting is it's a hard one. It's a hard one, yeah. But I do have two boys, and I am not going to get them an attorney if they call me and say, "Hey, mom, I killed." Okay, I got one that's got a girlfriend I love, and if he called me and said, "Hey, mom, I've killed her," we got in a fight. We got in a fight, and not a fight, you guys. I don't want to say fight. That's going too far. Okay, so he calls me and he says, "Hey, I got into an argument with my girlfriend." Okay, an argument with her, and we were pushing each other, and she hit her head on a rock. See, the scenario, you need to give me a little more specifics here, Ken. Is it he has shot her, he has pushed her down? I'm going to go with accidental. I don't know, but I'm going to go with accidental. I don't know what we're going to go with. But if it's accidental, it's manslaughter. You have a chance of doing a lot less time for manslaughter. So eventually they're going to get out. Hopefully I'm older, so who knows if I'd still be alive, but the your son would get out. So let me see. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not going off course here. I just want to talk to Ken just a second, and I'm gonna catch you guys up. If your son faced the same thing as Brian, yeah, I'm not going to tell him I got you an attorney. Don't talk to anyone, and then I'm not going to take him on a camping trip. I'm going to say, hey, we need to sit down. We need to sit down here a minute. You give me specifics of what happened. Tell me exactly what happened because I need to know. Uh, then you're going to have to go with that scenario. Was it an accident? Then you're looking at manslaughter. Did you kill him? You're looking at murder. You know, that's a hard one. Okay. Thank you, Ken. I love your questions. Um, I think True raised her kids right and they would not. Okay. Um, you know, Thank you, crime fighter. I love you saying that, but you don't know what your kid's going to do. You do not know. And if he got into an argument with her and he just started choking her and it was like real fast, everybody thinks he choked her and yeah, I don't know. No, Ken, don't be sorry. I'm glad you're here. Um, you know, they can get into situations like this no matter how they're raised, you guys. I know a lot of people say, well, if you raised them right, they won't get in these kind of situations. No, they will. And they can. Because anybody can, you guys. It's like saying, oh, there can never be any accidents in your life. No, it's called life. What a damn roller coaster that is. You don't know what's coming until it's there. Yeah. No, they can really get into it. Even if they're raised right, kids, especially when you're passing them teen years, can get into so much crap you wouldn't believe. I don't care how you raised them. I'd like to think I raised them all right, but can they get in trouble? Yeah. Did I get in trouble? Yeah. We've all got. It's very hard to say I raised them right, and so they never got into any trouble. Oh, they had better direction probably, but anything can get in trouble. And Blanca's got a question. Oh, okay. She's just saying Ken had some good questions. Yeah. Oh, jeez. You little silly here. I doubt Dirty Laundries raised that cretin right. Well, I'm thinking with the Laundries, he was the golden child. The crown was bestowed upon him when he was born. Now, how he was raised the entire time, I couldn't tell you. I mean, we can't tell you. We're not there. But do I think he was favored? Yeah, I think he was favored all the way up to the end because he has this older sister that we know nothing about. But by her interviews on how she talked, she acted like she had been pushed out of that family and they were treating her the same way that they were treating L.E. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I think he was treated like the golden child all the way to the end. And I'm not even going to get into how did they find that stuff because something's real wrong with that. I think something's real wrong with that they went in there and just found his stuff right off the bat after a million people had been through there looking for him. Maybe he was underwater. I don't know. Maybe he was underwater. You know. And I am hoping a lot of information is going to come out of that bag. Because really, this isn't closed. That case isn't closed, you guys. Nobody has any answers whatsoever. I know the Petitos don't, and we sure as hell don't. Any answers we were getting, and you know this, Mental Mac, you know this. Any answers that we were getting on that damn case made you wonder more instead of clearing anything up. Crazy case. Crazy roller coaster case. Every time we would get any kind of information, it never cleared anything up. It just made you ask more questions. So I don't think this case is over. I think we have more questions. A lot more stuff needs to be cleared up. I mean, there's a lot of people out there speculating a lot about O'Brien Laundrie. Oh, we all are. Of course, the parents are gone now. Oh, Ken, that bag could end this whole case with one page. Yeah, it could. It could just come up with all the answers right there. And we would love that. I would love to hear that. Actually, I was surprised when we seen that little love note the other day. I thought this is way too early, guys. He didn't write this because the news didn't pick up on it. It was way too early. They had just found that bag with his things in it. I almost said remains. I did not say that. I said with his stuff in it. And it will clear up a lot. I'm hoping the notebook clears up a lot. I hope the Petitos get some kind of peace from what's left. And the world. Hey, everybody's waiting. Everybody's waiting to hear what is going on or what the information is going to be that comes out of that bag. And what perplexes me a lot too is they said Chris put something in the bag. I can't believe that the dad was even carrying it around. Mm-hmm. No mention of the contents of the notebook yet. Yeah, yet, honey. But that's why I knew the love letter. That's the little love letter that's going around right now was not from Brian. No, we will be getting it soon though, because I think they're seeing that it's the end of it, and then there's going to be some closure. Came. Yeah, there will be some closure to this. Not yet. I don't feel closure. Oh, you do? Uh-oh. I have the link to this video from the guy that originally wrote that letter. Ken, what did you think when you seen that letter? Did you think it was just whoop? Yep, it's all true, and that's okay. I don't spell shit right. I never have, and it don't matter. People know what you're saying. Do you want it? Yes, sure. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to be able to post it on this one because I'm going to have to leave here in about, damn, 5 whole minutes. Way too short. I thought it was a fake. Yeah. Oh, you thought it was a fake. Okay. On the same page. It was too early. What did you think? It was too clean. Yeah. I'm going to go with you 100%. It just didn't look like it had been through hell, did it? No. It looked like it was on a clean piece of paper, and the writing was all clean. There was not any kind of stains on it. I'm going to go with that too. The reason why I thought it was fake, though, is it just came out way too early for me. It was just way too early. They had just confiscated this stuff. They're just going through it. I thought, man, that was overnight. And then no other crews picked it up. No other news crews picked it up. That was another indication. Okay, let me straighten this out because it's Mental Mac, it's not really a love letter because that's my take on it, but it was pretty much a letter from Brian to his parents. Well, to everybody, I think, not just his parents. Oh, thank you, Blanca. I'm going to miss you. She said she's got to go, guys. We will catch you on the next one. Please join. Thanks for having you here. I call it a love letter, but it was a letter from Brian to his parents, and I'm not sure who else, stating that he was sorry for what he did. And, that he had accidentally killed Gabby and that he couldn't take it, what he did. So it was kind of a goodbye letter to the parents in a way. I'd have to read it again. Let me see. Is there a way I can message that link to you? Yes. I'm going to be gone for about, well, I'm already supposed to be gone, but I'm not. I'm going to be gone for a little bit. And when I get back this afternoon, I'm going to go ahead and post my Gmail account on here and some other ways to get a hold of me because I didn't know it and it is not on my channel. And I thought it was. I can't believe I didn't put that. I'm still going to post it anyway, And so you'll see it in about an hour because I got to leave for a little bit. In about an hour, I'm going to catch up with a lot of stuff. I'm doing another live this evening. And so I will definitely post that for you. I'll bring the letter up tonight. We'll probably go over it. And yeah, I'll send you. I'm gonna post my Gmail account too. But I'm gonna have to go, guys. Thanks for joining me. I know it was a short one. I know I wasn't on here very long because I like to be over an hour, but I knew I had to go. I have a lunch appointment that I'm missing. I'm already late for, but that's me with my mouth going. Oh, Jackie Blue. Oh, yeah, I probably would. Oh, I got to take this last one. I know I'm supposed to be gone. Would you be surprised if a moving company pulled up? No, not surprised. I don't think you'd be surprised, Jackie. I love your name. That song just starts going right through my mind. Ooh, Jackie Blue. Okay. Can't wait till the next. Oh, thank you, honey. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. I'm going to be here at I think 5 o'clock tonight, and we're going to go over some more stuff because I never shut up and I like talking to you guys. Nothing would surprise me either. Okay, gonna head out. Thank you, Jackie. Thanks everybody for being here. I just love you guys. I love talking to you, and I'll see you again this evening. We're gonna go over uh, Alec Baldwin. Yeah, we are, and some other things. So bye for now, guys. Love you guys. Remember them little kids. You see a skinny one, you be his best friend. Bye for